Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jose, but you can call me Juice, and I hope y'all are having a great motherfucking planty day. Today we are just going to be doing a couple of plant chores, so it's probably going to be more of a relaxed kind of video, even though I feel like most of my videos are pretty relaxed, but y'all know what I mean. But I just have a little list right here, and we're just going to go ahead and check it off as we go. So if that sounds interesting, please make sure to watch until the end, and also maybe you want to check out my other videos, and if you already have, maybe want to hit that subscribe button or whatever. And also don't forget to leave a like on this video. And yeah, but basically I don't really have much to say, so we're just gonna get right into it. I'm just gonna read off the things I plan on doing today. So I need to take some cuttings of my philodendron camposportuanum because she's been growing like crazy and she's getting too tall for the greenhouse box. And I don't want to take her out of there yet, so. And then next I need to throw away some dead plants because there are some plants I have neglected. Y'all will see in a little bit. Anyways. And then I also need to repot some plants that need new soil. I know I've done a lot of repotting lately, but I just been putting off repotting a lot, so that's why I have a lot to do. And then I'm also going to be potting up the cuttings I took a couple videos back. I forgot what the video was called. I think it was called like cutting up my plants or something. But basically I just have a lot of propagated cuttings that are now nice and rooted, I'm pretty sure, so they could probably use some soil now. And then I'm also just going to be pruning off some ugly leaves off of some plants because, you know, some of my plants aren't the happiest, so they have some brown and crispy leaves or whatever. And then the last thing on my list is to boil some pumice from old prop boxes because if y'all didn't know, you can boil your like perlite or pumice or moss even if you want to like sterilize them to reuse them again, because if you just reuse them as they are, they might have bacteria in it, so that's not good. But anyways, let's just get on into the plant chores. So I think we're gonna start off with taking the cuttings from my philodendron camposportuanum. So let me go grab her real quick. So I'm actually gonna take y'all with me. Also because I feel like I have not shown you guys my greenhouse box in a while. So I'll give y'all a little sneak peek or whatever, but we definitely have lots of new growth going in here. But yeah, so here's my philodendron camposportuanum. As you can see, she is getting pretty tall. Here she is, y'all. She's so pretty. I honestly haven't like taken her out to look at her in her full glory in such a long time. But as you can see, she is getting pretty top heavy, which is another reason why I need to cut her because I don't want her snapping in half or anything. She is already working on a new leaf, and as long as these have like a lot of humidity, these grow like crazy. I'm super proud of how much she has grown, but we are just going to be taking some cuttings now, so she's going to have to do all that work again, but I'm sure she will be just fine. But anyways, I'm going to stop stalling now, and we're just going to go ahead and cut her because she just be flopping around way too much. Alright, so before I take the cuttings, I'm just going to wipe down my scissors real quick because that's a smart thing to do. We just don't want to spread any bacteria or diseases or anything. So this is all that is left of her in the pot that I'm gonna leave, and she will eventually sprout a new growth point and, you know, start the whole process again. So now I'm just gonna take the part that I did cut up and cut her up some more so that she can grow from each individual node. Alright, so from that main cutting, we were able to get 5 more cuttings. And I think I'm actually going to keep this top cutting for myself because low-key, I think I want to put it back into the pot with the rest of the plant that I still have. These 4 cuttings I will be propagating separately. And now I'm going to try and put the other cuttings back up in here. Let's see, what's a good spot? She does already have some roots growing out of her, so I feel like she should be able to root into the soil rather easily. So I'm just going to make a little pocket for her. Just gonna place her in. All right, so here she is in the pot with the rest of the plant. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and place this back into my greenhouse cabinet. So now that we're all done taking cuttings of my philodendron camposportuanum, we are just going to be throwing away some dead plants. And I just wanted to include this in this video just because I just want to normalize that it's okay to kill plants. Like, it's a thing that happens. You know, you can't always keep every single plant alive. So I'm going to just go ahead and show you some of the plants I have unfortunately killed. So I got my trash can right here. And also, I forgot to mention, feel free to do your own plant chores while I'm doing mine. You know, so we can do this together or whatever. It could be like a fun little moment. Unfortunately, a lot of my cacti did end up passing away. Mostly the ones that I brought inside. I honestly should have left them outside because the cacti I've left outside and like haven't taken care of in like months are doing okay. Like, they're not dying or anything. So yeah, but this girly, she is for sure dead. Like, she's not even in the pot anymore. In the trash she goes. And now we got a new pot we can use for something else. So the next plant is also another cactus. This one was an Opuntia monacantha monstrose variegata. Whatever that is. The ends of it right here are still alive. So there's definitely like parts that I could propagate. Will I? We also have a little baby aloe that I grew from seed that also died for no reason, honestly. Like, I didn't even water or anything, and it started rotting, so I don't know what her deal was, but yeah, there's no saving this one, so. And then the next plant I'm about to show is probably the one I'm the most sad about dying. So this, oh my god, freaking sun. So this was my string of dolphins, but as you can see, now it's a string of death. I left her outside for too long, so she got cold damage and started dying. So I just left her to die. Time to throw her away. She does not want to go. Oh, there she goes. Kind of. Anyways, that is all the dead plants I had to throw away. I can cross that off my list now. And next, we are going to be repotting plants that need new soil. And then probably at the same time, I will be potting up the cuttings that I have rooted. All right, guys, so we are on the ground to repot some plants. Because this is, you know, really the only space I have to do this. Let's just get freaking right into it. And yes, I know you can't see my face. Get used to it. So the first plant we're going to be repotting is my Peperomia scandens. And I don't really know if I've ever shown her on this channel. So this might be the first time y'all are seeing her. But basically, she used to be a lot fuller. But the place that I have her in is definitely not the best place for her. So she has lost a lot of vines up top. So she is a little leggy or whatever. I'm sure y'all can tell. But yeah, so the soil she is in definitely is not the best soil at all. So I do just want to get her into my soil mix so she can be happier. So let's go ahead and take her out of this pot. I'm gonna be careful because I don't want any more of her to like break off or anything. Ooh, okay, well that was easy. Oh, y'all can't even see, sorry. And I think I am just gonna be using the same pot. So I'm gonna put that over here real quick. And we're just gonna break this up nice and slowly. All right, so I was able to free up one vine, and y'all, these roots are not looking good. They're super tiny. I was definitely expecting her to have way more roots than that. All right, so here's another vine, and again, it just really does not have a lot of roots. So honestly, I'm not entirely sure how well this plant is gonna be doing after I repot, but you know, as long as we try. Maybe that's just how these plants grow, but again, I kind of have been neglecting her, so Maybe a lot of her roots dried up and have broken off. I don't know. It is time to give her some new soil. I was thinking about giving her a smaller pot, but honestly, I feel like these vines might be a little too top heavy for something smaller, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm just gonna put her back in here and we're just gonna see what happens. All right, guys. She be all repotted. And the soil is definitely looking a lot better, not just because it's my soil mix, but yeah, so she is still a little leggy or whatever, but hopefully she will fill out and hopefully she just does well in general. But we're gonna go ahead and repot the other plants that I need to repot, and that will probably be more in like a time lapse because honestly don't know how long this video is getting and I don't want it to be like too long. So yeah, anyways, time to repot some more. Alright guys, so it's actually the next day now because after I did the last chore, I was kind of tired, so I took a little break or whatever, and by a little break, I mean I wait until the next day. Basically, next on my list was to prune off any ugly leaves on plants that I have, so let's get into it. Welcome back to my floor. So the first plant I'm gonna be pruning is my Stromanthe Trio Star, cause y'all, as you can see, she's not looking, you know, the happiest. She kind of, you know, went downhill after I went on my trip to Mexico. So I'm just gonna cut off any of these like dead or ugly looking leaves. She actually does have new growth coming in right now though, right here. So super excited to see that, and I'm super happy that she's still growing and stuff and she's not like dying on me. I use these like little popsicle sticks to like code my plants for my boyfriend when I went away, so that he can know how often to water certain plants. So yeah, if you guys want a video about that, just let me know, but I don't necessarily plan on making one, but maybe I will, I don't know. So I just got my scissors again, and we're just gonna go ahead and start chopping off some of these leaves. Some of these are so dead that I can just pull them straight out. And it's so sad because you can see like new growth that tried to come in, that died. She probably just got too thirsty. Alright guys, this is what she's looking like after her little pruning. And she obviously has way less leaves now, but I'm hoping that she's gonna start growing some more after I give her some better care. And yeah, but she's definitely looking a lot livelier than she was before, so I'm glad I did that. And now we're just gonna move on to the next plant I'll be pruning. So the next plant I'm gonna be pruning is my ponytail palm here, and as you can see, she definitely has some sad looking leaves. I'm actually gonna be doing something kind of dramatic. So basically, I don't know what it is with this plant, but she used to be real happy for me. But ever since I moved from my first apartment, she just has not been happy at all. So I'm actually gonna cut off all of her leaves. Just cause I would just want like nice healthy growth to come out, you know. I just kind of want like a fresh start for her, so yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So hopefully y'all don't get mad at me for like chopping off all the leaves. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry, girl. You're probably not gonna like this, but has to be done. Bam. Woo. All right. So this is what she's looking like now. Definitely not looking like much, but I kind of have high hopes for her. I feel like she's gonna do a lot better if she does start growing again. But I'm pretty sure those were the only two plants I was going to prune, because not to like brag or anything, but most of my plants are pretty happy, or you know, at least don't have a bunch of dead leaves or ugly looking leaves. So I think we can actually check that off of our list. So let's go ahead and do that. If this pen still works, okay. And now the last thing we need to do is just boil some pumice from some old propagation boxes. So, all right guys, so I know the lighting's gonna be kind of bad, but we are in my kitchen. Basically, I just have these little cups filled with pumice, and then I also have this prop box, and yeah, so let's do it. All right, so our water be boiling now, so I'm gonna add in some pumice. All right, so I've had this pumice boiling for around like 5 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and strain her. Just ignore any dirty dishes you see. So I cleaned out this little prop box that I had, and now we're going to add the pumice that I just boiled and cooled down back into here, and then I will be transferring the cuttings in here, and then putting them into this prop box. So yeah. So I got all my propagations in here, so we can go ahead and close this. And we can also check off the last thing on our list. that is actually going to end our video, so I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and a comment because that would definitely help my channel out. I be uploading plant content here on this channel, so if you be looking for that, I got you. And maybe you want to go ahead and check out some of my other videos, and if you already have, maybe you want to hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed doing plant chores with me, and I hope you were able to get some of your own plant chores done, or at least able to relax and watch this video. But yeah, so I'm gonna head out now, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are from. Bye y'all.